Hi there viewers, I'm the Extraordinary Tourist. For this video I'm going to start a new series that I'm calling the One Trick Series, where I focus on one trick just to capture some video to show that I actually know how to do that trick. The reason why I'm going to be doing this series is that Braille Skateboarding recently released their app for Android. I think it's also available on iPhone, but it just recently came out on Android, and you can see it here. And it's a kind of social media app for skateboarders where you have your own profile, and within that profile you can record all the tricks that you know how to do and sort of tick off tricks that you're learning as you go. That's what this video is going to be, and we're going to be starting right from the beginning with pushing. I might try to sort of tick off a couple of tricks within this video, because pushing isn't very interesting in the sense of doing a video, but I was thinking maybe doing something like 180 ollies or ollies, because each trick that you tick off doesn't just have that trick, it has like switch for that trick or fakie for that trick as well, and once you've ticked off all of those you can say you've learnt that trick completely. So anyway, that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to get into it. Definitely going to be doing pushing. I've got a bit of an injury to one of my feet at the moment. It's nothing serious. I think it's actually just from wearing shoes that are a bit too worn out, and it's causing my foot to ache. So I've got completely brand new shoes. See there? Completely brand new ES Classics shoes, which I've had for ages, but I've been sort of keeping them on the back burner while I wore through my other shoes, but evidently I've worn through them now because they're making my feet hurt. So there we go. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to get on with it, and we'll see what the second trick is that I include in this video. Let's do it. Definitely don't switch push a lot, that's for sure, but I can do it just. So I was thinking I just might run through all four ollies, which is regular ollie, Fakie Ollie, Nollie and Switch Ollie, I think it is. These are not the best regular ollies with these new shoes, I can tell you now. Switch Ollie is going to be really hard because I can barely do the Nollie, so see how this goes. those weren't great, but I got them off the ground. But I'm not really into skating switch at all, so I'm going to take those as being my entry. I might try a couple more, but that's going to be it for them. Okay, so I'm going to leave that video there. Obviously you saw me just pushing and switch pushing, and clearly my switch pushing is nowhere near as good as my regular pushing, because I don't skate switch. I've never skated switch really, not even when I was skating back in the 90s. Switch wasn't really that big a thing back then either, it was just sort of coming in. And with my ollies you saw me do an ollie, which weren't particularly great this time, but I'm putting that down to having new shoes. I can usually ollie better than that, but those were good enough. Fakie Ollies, kind of. Probably need to be a lot more warmed up to do those well. Nollies, I'm sort of still in the learning of those. I used to be able to do them okay, but was never very good at those back in the 90s either. But the ones I did today, I think they count. And switch ollies, the ones you saw me do, that's literally the first time I've ever tried to do a switch ollie. Because, as I said, never skated switch, don't really want to learn switch, but just for the purpose of ticking off these tricks, I'm giving it a go. And who knows, sometimes doing a trick switch, some skaters find that easier than doing it their regular stance, so I'm just doing things switch to see if I happen to find any of them easier switch. That's pretty much it. But I thought those switch ollies were passable, so I'll leave it at that. Anyway, so that's it for this video. If this is your first video of mine that you're seeing, I make videos for people rediscovering skating and people like grown-ups who are sort of in their 40s and 50s. I myself am just turned 50 this year, and I'm relearning how to skate after sort of losing most of what I learnt back in the 90s when I was sort of hardcore into skating. And occasionally I make skateboard art videos as well. You can see my skateboard art deck graphics in my skateboard store at eTouristSkateboards.com, and feel free to purchase one of those if you happen to like the graphic. The boards are made from Canadian maple from Canada, and they're printed in the USA and shipped from the USA. So anyway, that's enough plugging and whatever. Like, comment and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.